Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you 11 fragrances that are part of my spring rotation. I don't really share rotation videos with you guys because I don't really have much of a rotation, but around spring and summer when the weather gets drastically different than the rest of the year, I do have a specific type of fragrance I like to lean towards, and these are the ones that I'm probably going to be leaning towards come springtime, like when it really sets in, and most definitely summer. These are specifically catered to spring, so if you like to know what they are, then keep watching. If you guys don't know, I always like to remind everybody because it does play into my reviews. I live in the tropics, so I live in South Florida, I live in Fort Lauderdale. Some of you guys know where that is. Think of Miami and think of about 20 minutes north. I live right on the water, I live on the river, and it's beautiful and it's idealistic, but it's humid, and it's humid right now in this room with the air conditioning on. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm wearing like a sweater shirt, but I really like wearing cozy clothes, and I really like wearing cozy fragrances. I like heavier, thicker, richer gourmand scents. But in the spring, when humidity is in full force and the weather starts to heat up, and by heat up I mean goes from the 80s to the 90s, I cannot wear a lot of the same scents that I generally enjoy, but I do have some spring scents that I've been wearing over the years, and some scents that are new to my collection that I'm really excited to bring into 2018's spring season. So these are the ones that I have worn for a bunch, have just gotten because I've sampled them and love them. And these are the ones that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be reaching for. Again, I do tend to sometimes want to wear a heavier oud or sometimes wear really thick gourmand. And these are the scents that I will wear during the day. So in the morning when it's a little bit cooler, I might wear one of my heavier scents that wears away after a few hours. And then when wear this one for the primarily rest of the day, and at night I might wear something different. So sometimes some days I wear 3 scents. So sometimes, I don't know if you guys know, on my Instagram every day I like to post my scent of the day or my scents of the day. These are the ones you might not see on that post because these are in the middle of the day and I don't want to have too many scents on there because it might look a little strange. But there are definitely ones that are new to my collection and ones that have been in my collection on and off for a very long time. First one is one that I actually just purchased. I had a sample of this and I absolutely loved it. I used through several samples. I got a pocket perfume of it. Max Rona was very generous and sent me a pocket perfume. And I just really loved it. I've been meaning to buy it forever and I finally got it. And it's Aberdeen Lavender from Creed. This is the Aqua, their lighter, kind of more effervescent scents, the Aqua Original Aberdeen Lavender. I will be reviewing this even though I just purchased this bottle. I've been wearing this on and off for months, so I definitely have real feelings about it. I did want to purchase a bottle before I reviewed it because I wanted to let you guys know I love it so much. I bought it because some people are touch and go with this scent, but this scent to me suits a lot of the different needs that I like, which is something aromatic, something masculine, feminine, something light on the skin, really pretty, but there's still something about it that's a little bit different. Some people love this, some people don't. This actually doesn't get a lot of praise, and I think I know why, and I'll touch that more in the review, but there's something about this that just hits the spot when it comes down to a spring fragrance. I really love this entire line, and this one is my favorite from the collection. So this one is most definitely purchased specifically. I could have waited, but this was specifically purchased so I could have it in my spring wardrobe rotation. So this is one of the first purchases I did for spring. Another one is one I haven't talked too much about. I will be reviewing this entire line, but my favorite one is this one, and it's from the Artisan Perfume A, and it's Violaceum. I think I pronounced that right. Probably not. This entire line is absolutely gorgeous. I loved the conception of the entire line. I loved the theme of the line. The bottle is stunning. This is a beautiful glass bottle with this bejeweled bee on it. And this entire line is beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing an entire breakdown and reviewing each of these in depth. It'll be a very long video, which is why I haven't done it yet. But this is my favorite from the line. This just kind of smells like florals and carrots and just sweet and light. And I've been wearing this a ton and I love it. Love it. It is gorgeous. This is most definitely part of my spring rotation. And another one that is just always a staple in my collection, I will be buying a big bottle of it come the city exclusive event, is from Le Labo, and it's Bay Rose 26. If you guys do not know, this is one of my favorite fragrances ever, and it's my favorite Le Labo. This is just a love it first sniff. It's so good. You've got rose, you've got that beautiful pink peppercorn in there. It's a little bit spicy, a little bit rosy, a little bit floral, a little bit fruity. It's aromatic. There's kind of like an aquaticness to it too, like a little bit of a marine ozonic feel to it. At least that's what I pick up on my nose. I love this scent so much. So this is one that's always very predominant in spring and summer for me. I've gone through several different bottles of this. I'm gonna just buy a big bottle because I think I should just get a big bottle to go along with my small bottle. But this is just a gorgeous scent and one I reach for all the time. Next up is this one right here, and I kind of thought if this is one I think I will wear a lot of. I almost didn't have this part of my list. That's why there's 11 and not 10. But the more I thought about this, the more I realized I've actually already been reaching for this a lot. And so it makes sense to have it as part of this list. And it's Roja Parfums Lily, the Eau de Parfum formulation. Now there's always, you know, different formulations of this. And honestly, I think that the Eau de Parfum is my favorite. This is just such a beautiful, luscious lily scent. Gorgeous white floral. It's a little bit tropical. It's a little bit fun and sparkly and youthful. And it kind of reminds me of a more elegant, mature Terracotta Le Parfum from Guerlain, which is not part of this list if you're wondering. That's more of a specifically summer scent, but it's just so beautiful and so rich and slightly creamy. And this is a scent that I like to wear in the evenings when it is the springtime. It's just really, really beautiful. Thus, it is part of this collection or this list. And another one, I reviewed this yesterday for yesterday's video. Specifically, I reviewed it because I was picking out these fragrances. I realized I hadn't reviewed this, and I thought I would like to get this review out before I do this video. And it's Equinox Bloom from Penhaligon's. This is a beautiful springtime, tea time scent. It just smells youthful and sweet and flirty and fun, and it's just so pretty. It's a very feminine scent. It smells like a floral candy floss, but it's really light and elegant, and I just absolutely love this. It is a beauty. And another staple in my collection, and one of the fragrances that is most worn just ever. I wear this one all the time. I don't post it on my Instagram because you would see it like every other day, is by Kilian's Bamboo Harmony. I do have the Matisse bottle. I don't have the other presentation, and I don't feel the need to get the other presentation. I just buy the refills. But this is like to here, and this is so good. This is such a beautiful tea scent. It's stunning. I love this. This works perfectly in my environment. This works perfectly in humidity and heat, but it also smells really nice when it's a little bit cooler as well. Just a fantastic daytime scent, absolutely amazing. I love it. And another one I've been reaching for a lot is Brooklyn from Gallivant Scents. This is a kind of white woods, sweet lemony scent. I reviewed this, I love it. Absolutely beautiful. There's a little bit of a soapiness to it too, which is really, really nice, which makes it very wearable in humidity. I find that sometimes soapy scents can be very refreshing in humidity and heat without the astringency that some soapy scents can have. Just really, really beautiful scent. I love this, and I like that it's travel size because I will throw this in my bag if I'm wearing this, if I'm going out, because I do just like to reapply this because it smells so good. So Brooklyn is another scent from another scent that is going to be or is already a part of my spring rotation. Is one that is most always in a lot of different lists because I love it so much. I have the body spray of it, and I also have this. I think the body spray is better, but it's actually in my purse in the other room, and I'm lazy and I don't want to get up and get it. But just the scent in general for springtime is so perfect, and it's Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. This scent is a hype machine. A lot of people love it. A lot of people talk about it. A lot of people swear by it. It's a sweet, beautiful Neroli scent, but there's just something about it that just works. It's a little bit of a green bitterness in the background, tiny bit that just works beautifully to really balance this scent out. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. When I run out of this, I will probably be buying the big, not the giant bottle, but the bigger bottle of it, because I do wear this all the time. I absolutely love it. I think it is a perfect scent for spring. Hot or cold weather, it doesn't matter. It's just really beautiful. Another scent that is a staple for me is one that's very near and dear to my heart. It's the first fragrance I bought with my first paycheck working at a fragrance counter, and it's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Now, I did have a smaller bottle of this that I did sell specifically because I wanted to buy a bigger bottle. Sold it a few months ago. I wasn't planning on getting it until springtime, but it was taking up room in my fragrance case. And I was originally going to get the 6.7 bottle, and I thought that's a little excessive, so I'll get this. So I just received this, just purchased this. The scent is a classic for a reason, and I love it. I noticed this right away. This is one of the most distinguishable scents to my nose when I'm out in public. The other two are Le Male from Jean Paul Gaultier and also Angel. So those are the fragrances that I'm out and I smell and I know exactly who they are, and I get so excited when I can recognize these scents because I love spotting them in the wild. And this scent is just absolutely perfect. It makes me so happy. It's so perfect for springtime in Florida. It's so perfect in springtime in general. It's just a beautiful, beautiful scent. And I also like how accessible it is. You can pretty much pick it up anywhere, and it's just really flattering on just about everybody. One that's not so accessible but just gets me equally as excited when I wear it is Eau de Jade from Armani Prive. This is such a beautiful tea scent. It's just sweet and light, and there's just a little bit of a tea note in there. I can't really describe a tea note other than tea. When I get into specific teas, like when we get into green tea notes and white tea notes and black tea notes, and specific black tea notes like Darjeeling or Lapsang Souchong, or if we're talking about rooibos herbal teas, or if we're talking about oolong teas, which is a specifically different tea. It is not a black tea and it is not a green tea, and if you want me to get into that, I will. But there's just the tea note in there is just really, really beautiful mixed with everything else. It's a stunning, stunning fragrance. And I find myself reaching for this one more and more, specifically when it goes from winter to spring. So love this one. Three more. This one obviously is part of this list. I got this one last year for the same reason, for spring and summer wear, and has not let me down. And it's Clementine, California from Atelier Cologne. I think of Clementine, do you guys remember of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind when she has her hair orange and he's like, Clementine, tangerine. It's just, anyway, silly little side note there. I love Atelier Cologne citruses. I think that they are so pure, they're so citrus, but they're such a unique wearability that it is a beautiful fragrance and not just a literal translation to citrus. And Clementine is one of those fragrances that just really I love. I just love this scent. I can bathe in this scent. Literally 15 sprays. I can just drown myself in this until I am damp. And it doesn't matter, I love it. I love doing that. So this is definitely on my spring rotation. The last two aren't so much of a tie, like number one, but these two are ones that I will, above all of these, even above this one, reach for more than the rest of these. Now, I don't know about some of them that are newer to my collection, but these ones I tend to reach for more and more. One of them I don't overspray. I actually only spray once or twice. The other one I drown myself in too. But these two are ones that I find myself really excited to wear in the springtime because they're just beautiful. One is my signature, if I were to have a signature scent, it's Eau de Vert from Bvlgari. I used to wear Elizabeth Arden green tea. You guys know I'm completely obsessed with that line. I'm collecting every single one of the flankers. This is just kind of more of a grown-up, elegant version of that, and I just really gravitated towards this forever. It's really, really beautiful. Another little thing, I don't know if you guys know about this, and one of the other reasons why this fragrance is so special to me is when I got out of a relationship with my last boyfriend, before I was with my husband, and he was a great guy. It just, you ever been with someone and you bring out the worst in each other and you're not made for each other, even though you're both good people. Like, he's a good person, he's super happy right now, and that's all I would ever hope for. But my husband has a guest house here, and when I was going to move in here just as a roommate, it's a whole long story about this, but his mother was really, really sweet, and she set up, like, she didn't know if I would have shampoo, she didn't know if she had anything, and so she had a body wash of this out, and I had worn this, and I had this packed up, so I'd worn this, so I had this, but like Bvlgari to me is just one of those fragrance houses because like a week later, that's when I went out on a date with my husband. I wore Rose Essential, you know, like Eau de Vert is the fragrance I wore, or is the scent that I remember when I moved into the guest house, and I stayed there for a few weeks before we got together. And that night I was stressed, I was relieved, I was really happy to be there. And I was just taking a shower and all of my stuff was packed away, and I used her shampoo and her body wash that she had purchased for me. It was very nice of her, and it was Eau de Vert. And just that night I remember smelling this and just being very comforted because I loved the scent. I was familiar with the scent, but wearing it to bed, like when you've put it on your body lotion for a night, that was Eau de Vert, and washing your body wash was Eau de Vert, and it's just like going to sleep and smelling that. So it's kind of like it's a transitionary fragrance for me too. I know that's a long story and I'm sorry, but this scent is a very signature for me because it is so special to me. And specifically Eau de Vert, I've been wearing it for years. I love it, it smells good, and I'm always have it on me. I have a little travel size that I'm almost out of in my bag. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent, and I definitely reach for this way more. It's way more prominent in my fragrance cabinet come springtime, and in fact, I just started moving everything forward that I'm going to be wearing more. So really excited to wear this. That's the one I'll kind of drown myself in. This next one is just one of the most definitively gorgeous springtime scents I've ever smelled. It's a beautiful house, a beautiful line of fragrances. I don't think I've been disappointed in any of these. And this particular scent I adore, and it's from Serge Lutens, and it's Fleurs de Oro. And the reason why I love this is because it smells like what you think it would smell based on the color. This is such a rich, syrupy, beautiful orange blossom scent. It's so freaking gorgeous. It's rich and it's heavy, but it's still light and perfect for humidity. So this actually fits the need of me wanting to wear heavier fragrances, but it being like 95% humidity outside. This is such a perfect scent to wear. I freakishly love this one. I don't like overspraying this because I think that it needs to be a little bit light, because if you overspray it, it gets kind of heavy and thick and you kind of lose the integrity of the fragrance. So I actually like spraying this just twice, and I am an oversprayer, so that's saying something. But this is a gorgeous scent that is most definitely like front row in my spring rotation, so I love it. Hey guys, I know this is a little bit different video. I know I get a little bit talky, that's why the video is longer. Thank you so much for being patient and sitting through my ramblings. But I did want to share with you guys the fragrances that are front and center for me in spring. So I will be wearing these a lot. I've already I think I've pretty much worn all of these already, at least once or twice. And I'm just really excited to be able to wear these, because once it starts getting cold in Florida, and cold is like 75 degrees, I run to wear my heavier fragrances because those are my favorite, and ultimately I don't get to wear them most of the time. Now you'll notice there is one fragrance that is missing from this rotation, and that is She from House of Matriarch. That is the fragrance that we did together. That actually I am really excited to wear in spring, but I am specifically excited to see that and specifically wear that in the summertime, because if I can find a super duper amazing, like woody, heavy, complex, beautiful fragrance I can wear in the summer, I'm down. So that's most definitely part of my rotation for spring, but I'm specifically excited to wear that in the summer. So if you're wondering where it is, that's the reason. I think if I had to only choose the top 3, the ones if I had to just wear, not based on nostalgia, not based on, you know, happiness or vibes, just on smell, it would most definitely be Neroli Portofino. It would be this guy right here, Eau de Vert from Bvlgari, and it would be Bamboo Harmony by Kilian. These guys would be my top 3. But when we talk about complexity, when we talk about nostalgia, when we talk about ways I like to smell, like heavy, rich, thick, gourmand, things like that, that's where you start to get a lot more more into it, and that's why there's 11 fragrances here. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video and sitting through this. Thank you guys. If you like videos like this, if you'd like me to share my rotations with you more frequently, like maybe you'd like me to do a summer rotation video, maybe a fall or a winter, be more than happy to do that. I always like to have recommendation videos for you guys, but I do take a lot of different things in account, not just my personal taste or where I live. I try to think about other people's tastes and other people's environments. But if you like more personal choices from me, like this, like these types of videos, be more than happy to do it. Let me know in the comment section below. I'd also love what fragrances you're going to be reaching for this spring. So let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, guys, if you like these videos and my fragrance videos and my list videos and things like that, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Give this a thumbs up. There we go. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this, and also don't forget to subscribe because it's free and I'm free. And I put out new videos every Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy. Have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye.